Good morning.
Irene, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. I like your scarf. It's
Hey,
very pretty.
I was trying to dress it up. I was in black. I'm like, "Need something."
I love it. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I miss you. I actually want to see you. I know I get to see you on the computer, but I actually want to see you in person.
Yeah.
Come on, tomorrow it can't come fast enough. Where I was leading to, I always have a reason why I say things.
What is the wait? Oh, Westies. It is so good. I was
Wow.
before, but like now, wait, do you have a winter mark?
Huh? Oh, look at that. I, of course, have Mickey.
Oh,
And on the other side, you can't, sorry, wrong way. Mickey. Surprise, surprise, Mickey Mouse, right? No, that's not me at all.
what is it? I was confused before about days, where you're like, oh, what day is it? Or what date is it? And now
Uh-huh.
it's like we don't even know at all. We have to like really think about it.
They blend all together. Yes, tomorrow, the reason I was mentioning it, Westies at 7:00. I get to see you, finally.
I'm
That's
excited
our time.
in person. We have to be there by 6:30, by the way.
Oh, we do? Okay.
We got to set up.
Cool.
Make sure we go live at 7 p.m.
Okay. And then we can do dinner. And
After
maybe not. I don't, yeah, after, I think. Yeah.
I don't know. We might be bombarded if people show up.
I hope people show up. That would be awesome.
No, I know there's some of our fans are coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to see if Dan will come too. So supposedly he's coming.
I think he's coming.
Good. Okay.
I think he's coming.
Yay.
I don't think he'd miss it.
It
It was his idea.
It's true. It was his idea. We have to give him all the credit.
Uh-huh.
He's awesome like that.
True. Did you run your watch party?
Yes, it's on my page.
All right, perfect.
We're good. See? All good to go. I'm getting used to this now.
Awesome.
It's like old hat now.
Perfect. All right, let's introduce ourselves and then let's introduce our guest.
That's right. See, even I forgot about that today.
He's here. He's on time. I'm super proud of him, but that's cool. I love it. I love having guests that are like, yeah, I'm on it.
That's awesome. Good morning to everybody who is logging on, guys. Good morning, Alicia. Good morning, Amanda and Tess and Teresa and Rachel. Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. We love our supporters.
We do.
And our friends. Oh, and Darlene. Good morning, Darlene.
I am so excited. I do want to make this announcement. We are our very first sponsor. I know we have one or two up and coming, but we are our very first in stone. Super excited about it. Tess was actually helping with that with a friend of hers that owns Metal Roofing Company. Stay tuned for the information. We will start marketing her as a sponsor on Monday at 8:45 a.m. on our show. I have the overlay. I have, exactly what it is that she does and what the company is and stands for and all the goodies, all the details.
That's awesome.
So thank you, Tess, for that awesome referral. Thank you for supporting us, but also supporting local and small local business.
Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
I'm excited.
I am so excited for Monday. Let me tell you, I cannot believe it. Like, so many amazing things are happening. It's just all God led and blessings from the Lord. So I'm very thankful.
Amen. All right, you guys. My name is Angela Marie. I'm a transformation coach, founder of findyourpurposeandshine.com. And I'm also founder of this awesome morning show, Angela Marie in the Morning. Been streaming live since the end of March. And here we are in December, going strong. And now now I just have the best co-host in the world with Rachel Vermeulen as my co-host.
She's not wrong.
Huh?
I said you're not wrong. Little humor.
Ego, guys. You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
So anyway, we stream live Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, 8:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, streaming live on all kinds of Facebook platforms. We just say all of them. My page, Rachel's page, my fan page, and YouTube. And of course, all different kinds of groups you see us in, because we share into all the different groups, so they can find us and, follow us with facts, truth, and sometimes we're funny. I don't know. See if you guys get a kick out of us. Some of you do.
In there.
But no, seriously, we come to you with facts and truth and hope at the same time. So sometimes we have guests, and this morning we do have a special guest. He actually reached out to me, I believe it was last Friday. I see him shaking his head. I know the audience can't see him right now. He's like, Friday. He reached out to me and asked if he could be a guest to be able to spread the word on mental health, because he has a story, and I absolutely want you guys to listen to it, to hear it. The reality is that mental health has been hit hard since March. And for those of you who are all about COVID, you know what? Enough already. I would really wish you guys would just sit back, pay attention, because this is only one person out of, I believe, thousands upon thousands of people that have dealt with mental health issues during this time. I know I personally had issues, and I'm a coach. I'm a pretty strong mindset. Like, my mindset is strong. I'm a pretty strong person, but I literally I can't imagine the statement. I can't imagine what other people are going through that suffer from this normally and where they're at now. And we have a story to share with you guys. We will leave you with questions. And we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and bring him on the line. I see it says Dustin. I don't know if you have another computer or if you go by Lee. So we're going to bring you on, and you can let us know what you want us to call you.
You can introduce yourself.
Hang on 1 second. We'll bring him on.
Awesome.
All right.
Hey guys, how you guys
doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I actually had to wake up extra early for this.
Yeah.
And then we made you wait another 10 minutes to get online.
It's true.
You normally watch the replay, right?
Yeah.
On our show? Okay.
Yeah. You guys can either call me Dustin or Lee, because why I go by Lee is because I'm out on social media, and you never know who's trying to find you or like try to track you down and stuff like that. So that's my middle name. So.
Oh. So Dustin is your first name, Lee is your middle name.
Yep.
That's a smart thing to do. Oh, there she is. We lost her for a second.
I have no idea. No idea.
Awesome.
That was weird. That has never happened before.
It's all right. Just stay with us.
I'm trying. I have no idea. I have no control over it. No idea. Okay, we're good.
So Rachel and I are going to probably go back and forth with kind of popcorn with some questions with you, Dustin. But let's start here thank you, first of all, for being strong enough, and brave enough to even reach out to me and ask if you could be a guest on the show. Because, there's a lot of people that you get to be in front of.
Yes.
To share your story. But
I don't care. I really don't care, because this is my feelings getting out to people probably all over Pennsylvania, and then hopefully somebody will hear, and then they'll reach out to me. Then I can speak onto their show, or they'll come out and see me and get a report or something like that.
Awesome. Well, and not only that, but we're spreading the wisdom that needs to be going around. Most people, I feel like there's no wisdom there. There's no, they think that it's all about, COVID, we need to keep people safe. When in reality, thank God that you are still here with us, because there's some people that aren't with us anymore because they took it to a whole other level.
Yeah.
And it's sad. It's scary. So let's do this. Dustin, tell us a little bit about you, kind of where you were prior to the shutdown back in March, and then what happened throughout that process.
So I was working at Lowe's.
Okay.
In Pottstown. So I went to work every day, and then got a notice saying that they were letting people go. I was one of the people So I was I came home and I looked for more work on the computer. I put more applications the same day that I got let go. With my mental illness during the whole pandemic, it was in the beginning, it was really like fine. I was doing really good. I was only seeing my therapist once a month. I was going to group once a week. I was seeing my peer support twice a month. But now I'm seeing my counselor, my peer support, and group 5 days a week, because like I'm so nervous about the pandemic, and like you never know what's going to happen. With my depression and my anxiety that I suffer from, I basically gave up my gun rights, and so I can get my medical marijuana card, because my depression and my anxiety medication's not working
anymore. Now, they had to up your dose and kind of play with the dosage with it, correct?
Yes.
And that was only after March. It was working prior to March, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So, sorry. So have you received any other further help from anybody else besides your peer groups that you're a part of? From any government agencies? Have they reached out? Like, have you received any outside support for what you were going through right now?
Nope.
Nobody has reached out and contacted you? Like, nothing?
Nope.
Now, is it because of the restrictions and the lockdowns, or?
Yeah. It's because of the restrictions of the lockdowns.
Mm-hmm.
So the place where I go now, I don't go in 5 days a week because they don't plan on opening anytime soon.
So they don't even open?
No. So they have to basically call you, and you're on a phone for like almost an hour. There is a 9 to 10 o'clock group. There is a 11 to 12 o'clock group, and then there's 1 to 2 o'clock group.
And then this is all over the phone, or do you have on Zoom?
No, it's 90% of it's over the phone.
Wow.
How?
And to be honest, with me going to group and not being able to go see my counselor, like it's pointless even talking to them when you cannot even see them face to face.
Yeah.
And that is something that you need. You need that interaction. You need that human interaction that the government is taking away from us.
Yeah. And well, we actually just got our peer support taken away from us. I was meeting with Mayan every Monday. We actually have to talk over the phone for 2 hours.
Okay.
And then after that, then we just go on with our day.
So they're basically, I mean, from what I gather, with all the restrictions and with the lockdowns, the government is basically stating, fend for yourselves. Here, we'll give you somebody to talk to on the phone, and that's about as much as what we're going to give you. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I actually wrote a letter to where I go.
Okay.
I'll actually even say the name. It's Creative Health in Pottstown. And I really think it's a joke for them to keep us out of the building.
Absolutely.
They should be able to like let half of us in, let's say Monday, Wednesday, and then the other half Tuesday and Thursday, and let Friday be a cleaning day. But they don't want to do that.
So let me get this straight. So they can have Walmart open. They can have grocery stores open. but they're deeming mental health and mental health awareness non-essential is what it's coming from
Yep.
me. So you can have
Yep.
all those people gather in huge box retail stores.
Uh-huh.
But when it comes to mental health awareness services, that's where they shut it down as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
say, good luck.
Yep.
Wow. That to me is unacceptable. I'm sorry, but that should be first and foremost. And I actually am sort of where you are. My daughter is autistic and she needs services as well. And they say absolutely not. And she has gotten nothing since the beginning of this because of the restrictions and the lockdowns. So I know exactly, where you're sort of coming from, I should say. So she has been provided no services because she can't go in person anywhere. Everything is, restricted. So I get it. So when we talk about mental health and we talk about services that need to be provided, the government needs to deem them absolutely essential in person. They have no idea how it is destroying people at all. And it is harming them more than a virus ever could or would.
That's right.
Yeah, I actually reached out to my local state rep, and he's a Democrat, so he's garbage. I'll just call him out.
Who is he?
It's Joe Creasy.
Okay. So you guys, that name needs to be embedded in your brain. Do not vote for him again.
Vote him out.
Yeah, I am done with him. So I called. I left his secretary a message to give to him, telling him what's going on at Creative Health and stuff, and he basically said that there's not much more they can do because Creative Health was already closed. And I told him, like, there's people out there that need need the mental health, like counselors, peer support, and all that, but we're not getting it. It's all over the phone. We're not getting the same support as we are in person.
Right.
And how are they expected for that to actually help? Phone call is great. Yes, I'm not denying that. But what people need is in-person therapy, in-person help, in-person support. That is not what we are getting. Why? Because it's ridiculous restrictions, ridiculous lockdowns, ridiculous mandates. Enough. Stop it. It is and I know I keep saying it time and time again, but the cure has been worse than the disease a million times over. He called it. He called it back in April when he first said that. I'm sorry, but it needs to stop. Other things matter too, not just a disease, not just a virus. There are so many things underneath that iceberg that it's affecting. It's enough. It's high time where people start to speak up, stand up, and fight back and say, enough, we need help. What he is doing is not working. Lockdowns do not help. Restrictions do not help. They only make things worse. And it's being proven. How is it helping with the mental health services? Where are people getting their help from? That's why they're starting to lose their hope and are saying, okay, well, maybe being dead is better than being alive. And I hate saying that. And it makes me so angry because people should never lose that hope. But they figure if they can't even get any human interaction or any help from any outside sources, what's the point?
That's right.
I hate that for people. That is not right. It is not fair. It's not human. Where has our humanity gone? Where has it gone? Where's our compassion gone? Where's our heart gone?
Yeah, it's pretty sickening how Tommy Wolfie Boy wants to take all of our powers and thinks that he's the boss of us. Well, guess what? He's not my boss. Your boss, and he ain't your boss. He can't tell us what to do.
Absolutely not.
Right.
We put him in there. We should take him out.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the legislators who did try to impeach him, and it went nowhere so far. Their hands are tied of what they can do with him, and it's heart-wrenching to see. He just wields unyielding power, and he keeps re-signing the Declaration Emergency Order, and it's like nothing can stop him. Like he's this all-powerful tyrant that just nobody can bring down. And I don't understand it. Like, I really don't understand how we cannot find a way to stop him. There is nothing we can do, nothing legislators can do, it seems like, to be able to stop his power. Yes, we can bring him to court and beat him in court because what he is doing is unconstitutional, like Taste of Sicily has proven. But other than lawsuits, like, it's like, how do you stop this guy?
Yeah, I actually been following them since day one, and they're amazing. They're amazing people. I keep on telling my other half we have to go out there, do a little bit of a drive, and try their food, and go out there and and go.
What did you get?
What?
What did you get to eat?
No. We actually wanted to go out.
Oh, you wanted to go out.
Yeah.
Then you need to go out and try their food and get the chicken Alfredo. That's my favorite.
Oh my gosh, that's what everybody's telling me to get. Like the chicken Alfredo.
Oh my gosh.
Christine makes her own Alfredo and it's absolutely amazing. I actually convinced her to get me a jar and I'd buy a big jar from her, and I have this big mason jar. And I was able to make 2 meals out of it. Oh, so good. So good.
But I mean, just for mental health awareness too. I mean, the one thing that I found out, at least with my daughter and with my family in particular, what we did to just try to have a sense of normalcy is we only go places where they don't require masks, or we only hang out with people who think along the same lines as what we do. So that way, to her world is still normal, because when she sees anything that's abnormal or sees things that just, it triggers her. So she doesn't go to, I mean, not that she's able to go to school, but she's always here with us, or like I said, she goes to events that don't require masks, so she sees people, basically living normal life, or we go to restaurants that are open up 100%, same thing with stores. So really for our mental health, like, we just stick around the same minded people, and we just do things that are like her, that hasn't changed. So she doesn't see any change in between what it was and what it is now. So it's all basically the same to her. Mm-hmm. So I think with that, it helped her a little bit. So she's not seeing such chaos, I'm going to call it, because I don't know, insanity. I don't know what else you call seeing these people with goggles and 2 masks and, oh my God, just glove. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Like, that stuff is, like I was saying, that triggers her anxiety. Like, enough already. And people don't understand how, and I'm going to get on this for the education side, but how much it's affecting kids. I mean, kids are literally thinking to themselves, if we don't wear this mask, we're going to kill somebody. How dare you put that on a child? How dare you put that responsibility on them?
Go ahead, Justin.
Do you want to know something? So my nephew was over about 3 weeks ago, and he's autistic, a little bit autistic. You won't be able to tell, but hey, I just told you. But he said, Uncle Dustin, if I don't wear this mask in school, I could die. And I look at him and I said, Ryan, no, buddy, that's not true. It's not true. You're not going to die. Uncle Dustin went into plenty of stores. Uncle Dustin has been kicked out of stores for not wearing a mask. I don't care. And I told him, look, hey, I'm still here, Ryan. Like, I'm still here. So
that's terrible.
The children go and think, and imagine what a 4-year-old thinks, what a 3-year-old, even now that we have to ask 2-year-olds. I mean, come on. I'm telling you, as a former educator, what it is doing to their minds is insane. We are mentally and emotionally abusing them is exactly what it is. Their little minds cannot handle the information like adults do, and how dare the government try to make them understand that. What is going through their minds right now, because their minds are a sponge and they just are not fully developed, is they're thinking to themselves, if I do not wear this, either I will die or I will kill somebody. That's how it processes in their mind. Like, wow, how do you put that on a 3-year-old, on a 4-year-old, on a 5-year-old? How dare you?
Oh. So, Dustin, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You, with suffering with anxiety and depression, even prior to this, and it has gotten worse. And you had mentioned that, even trying to play around with the dosage and see, what was going to work for your anxiety and depression during this time. Have they also switched medications with you as well?
Yes.
They have. So with several
yeah.
different kinds. Okay.
Yeah. And nothing's working. The only thing that's working is the medical marijuana.
Okay. So you guys, are you listening to this? We know for a fact Dustin is not the only person. This is one person being that voice, that voice to reach out to people and let you guys know that there is more to it than just a virus. More lives are being flipped upside down. Thank God Dustin is still here with us. Thank God that, he kept being a fighter and kept pushing. I can't imagine how hard that was, or that is, Dustin, even for you at this point. But the reality is that
hard.
when you have mental health, anxiety, depression, it's real. It's real. And for those of you who are like, oh, well, they have a problem, that's their problem, shame on you. Because mental health is real. Mm-hmm. Shame on you for denying them the help that they need, or for saying it's not a big deal. Because guess what, friends? It is a big deal. It is a big deal. Anxiety and depression is a real thing. And there are some people that it affects more than others. Because why? Because everyone is different. Mm-hmm. I know for me personally, I miss being around people, because that's how God created us, to be around people, to love and hug on people. And for mental health, more than anything ever, that we need that for our mental health. Mm-hmm. And if you can't go see a therapist live and in person, and you have these restrictions on people, they're not going to get better. They're going to get worse. This is absolutely ridiculous. So now all of a sudden we got to go the can't talk today, medical marijuana route, right? Which I'm not saying is bad, but what I am saying is absolutely ridiculous, because, I'm all for it. I really believe that it helps. However, to give up your gun rights, that's bull crap. Bull crap. But you don't have to give up your gun rights if you're an alcoholic or a drug addict.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay, that makes zero sense.
Nope. And what makes me angry is they're not getting the help they rightfully deserve and
exactly.
need. So like I said, they're not even treating us like humans anymore. And that to me is disgusting. All lives matter. Once again, all lives matter. No matter what you're dealing with, no matter what you're going through, you should be receiving help, medical services, whatever you need. That should be afforded to you. No matter what is going on, restrictions should not be happening in that field. Lockdowns, whatever. No place should ever be closed when it comes to mental health. Not for any reasons underneath the sun. If you can have Walmart open, you can have a counseling service open. You can have your therapist open.
That's right.
It just does not make sense.
You can have the big box stores open, like Walmart and Target and all of the grocery stores. You hit the nail on the head, Rachel. Every single other business, small businesses, therapy offices, none of this Zoom BS when it comes to therapy. Okay, counseling, whatever. It needs to be done in person.
It's so much different via phone, via interactions via computer, and when you meet in person. Whole different level of therapy and care when you get it in person. I see it with my daughter. Totally different child now than what she was when she was receiving all this stuff this time last year. She's changed into a completely different child. That's not right. It's not fair. We should be getting these services, and we're not. And they always blame it. Oh, we're trying to keep them safe. It's all about your health. Oh, shut up. Shut up. And, seriously, close down Walmart. Close down the big box stores, and then I might take you seriously. Don't let me see these politicians out and about acting like nothing's going on. Come on. So much hypocrisy.
Yep.
Get these people help. We're not asking for a miracle. We're asking for help. Where's the, like I said, where's the compassion? Where's the humanity? Why are we not being treated like humans? Like,
Exactly.
I don't get it. I don't get it. We all deserve help, not just
Yeah.
for one aspect. We all deserve help. And like he was saying, there's so many people who are suffering, who are not getting the type of care that they deserve and need. And I thank God, like she said, you were still here. There are others we have learned who aren't, because they just felt hopeless and like there was no outlet for them, and because nothing was open and they couldn't get the help that they rightfully deserve and need. They're not here with us, and that is unacceptable. Other things matter, guys. And unless we start shining a spotlight on all these different avenues underneath COVID-19, nobody will become aware of what exactly is going on and hearing these stories. And that's why we're doing these. So people become aware that there's so much more out there than just COVID-19.
And you know what's such a myth, right? You know, you guys think about this for a minute. It's such a myth. You know, you hear people and that they're heartless. They're like, oh, well, it's no big deal. They suffered before that. They would have suffered anyway. I don't think so. I'm not saying that there are some that wouldn't have, but that's a really piss poor attitude to have for people. It really is. Because again, you know, I work on mindset, right? I'm a pretty strong person regardless, right? I've gotten myself where I built that solid foundation, and I still had my days and my weeks where I struggled.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, luckily I knew how to get myself out of it, but that's why I was like, I can't even imagine the people that are like really bad, meaning the people that already suffered with it on a daily basis, who are on medication. And I know I repeated this earlier, but that's the thing that keeps popping in my head, is that what are we doing I mean, I'm sorry, I know what they're doing. Their goal, the deep state's goal, and you can't change my mind on this, is to depopulate, to control every aspect of our lives, right? Because if they depopulate, then they can have more power too, right? I mean, that this whole thing has been planned. This whole thing, you know, I'm done with arguing with people. I'm done. Oh my God, what about the virus? Shut up about the virus.
You sound like me now.
Like, shut up. I'm done. Dustin, did you really want to be on our show? Like, I'm.
Yeah. Actually, I was going to say something. Every time I go into a grocery store, there's a kid at the shopping cart saying, "Hey, man, do you need a mask?" No, because I act like I'm going to put it on, but I never do.
There you go.
Amen.
There you go.
Amen.
Yeah, sure, I'll take it.
No, we're done. Listen, you know, I know this is common sense. Put on your mask. Okay. How often was it washed?
Mm-hmm.
Was it wet? Were you sweating underneath that mask? Did you wear it properly? And where are the biohazard bins? Where are they at? If this virus was that dangerous,
yep,
and if it was really about our safety, what about all that? What about teaching people how to wear the right mask and not just any face covering? Wake up, people. This has nothing to do with it. And I don't wear a mask. Yes, I don't.
I don't
stop
think
complying. For those of you that are doing it, stop complying. Be done with it.
Yes.
I have asthma. I also have anxiety. Now, I've been very blessed that it's not, you know, it was extreme high levels because of circumstances that I was in years ago. I take CBD. Thank God it works. But let me tell you something. When you have been through trauma, and shame on all of you who have said something to me back in the past, because you know who you are. You might be blocked at this point. Because I went on a blocking spree because I was done with, you know, the other tyrants that, you know, or communists that thought it was okay But what's interesting to me is that I was told to stay home. That, if I didn't wear a mask, then I should stay home. And I understand you've been through trauma. Because let me tell you something. Because of the trauma I've been through in my past, okay, which was abuse, okay, because of those things, the first time that I tried a mask, which I said I wasn't wearing one regardless, but I'm like, okay, well, I had one store that literally was going to kick me out and I needed to get groceries. This was in the beginning before, it was only happened one time. And then after that, I was like, oh, this isn't going to happen. Because I started researching ADA, HIPAA. I'm like, okay, this girl's got this, right? Like, I'm going to come out like a vengeance. And I did. But I'm telling you, I started having anxiety. I started having, I couldn't breathe. I started having flashbacks of my past. Why? Covering. Okay. Looking like, okay, because I physically had this happen to me. I've physically been cornered. The moment that goes over your fit, I couldn't tolerate it. Couldn't tolerate it. So shame on anyone that has said, oh, we'll just stay home because of your trauma. No. How about you stay home because you're scared of the virus? Because I'm healthy. I'm not going to spread, Dustin's laughing. I'm not going to spread anything when I'm healthy. I'm tired of hearing this asymptomatic crap. You know what that means? It means you're healthy.
There you go.
Okay, so.
And
excuse me.
Think about
it's not the Rona.
Think about what it's seriously doing. So what is happening right now in our world today, and this is even if you don't have anxiety or depression issues, you're being brainwashed and conditioned to think that every single person is sick. So every single person you come across, it's in your mind, are they sick? Are they sick? And what does that do to you? It causes anxiety. It causes worry. And then all you out and what you see, because that's what you're told, is that germs are everywhere. The virus is out to get you. Oh my God, the virus is a person. It's stalking you. Oh my gosh. Do you know what that does to a person's psyche? It destroys it. So people, when they see other people, they don't want to be near them anymore. There goes that human interaction. Everybody looks at everybody like they're diseased, like they're a virus, like they're going to kill them. What has become of us when other people don't even get near you because heaven forbid they think you're going to kill them? Like, wow. I'm sorry, but that is not right to do to people.
No. And here's the thing. The flu has been around for a very long time. So let's go back to the flu. All right. Did we act like this last year? Nope. When the flu numbers were extremely high? They were at an all-time high, right? People were getting sick left and right last year. Were we acting like that towards people? Or were we being genuinely interested and genuinely caring about, hey, listen, do you need anything? What can I do to help you? Let me bring you some soup. Do you need anything at the store? Okay, that human nature that you should have, that compassion that you should have naturally for people, regardless of whether or not that they're sick.
Mm-hmm. And stop thinking everybody is sick. Like, enough. We're all healthy. Like, unless you're actually showing signs and symptoms, okay, then stay home, quarantine, whatever you have to do till you get better. But I'm so sick and tired of me, myself, being looked at like I'm sick, like I'm some diseased person that is going to kill you. That's not me. I'm not sick. Hello. Yeah. Like, stop it. And people who run away from you because you don't wear a mask, like, how do you think that makes me feel? How do you think that makes other people feel who are in our boat too? They just run away from you. They yell at you. They degrade you, or they stay as far away from you as you can. You start to look at yourself and you're like, God, what is wrong with me? And then you have to stop that thought and go, oh, wait, it's not what's wrong with me. They're the ones with the fear. And that in and of itself stops me in my tracks and go, okay, I have to pray for you. Because to be living in that type of fear, to think I'm sick when I'm displaying no symptoms whatsoever and that I'm going to kill you or make you sick. Wow, the government has done such a great job on conditioning and brainwashing. It's prevalent. It's all around us. And I just look at them and I'm like, wow, I cannot imagine having to live in your fear. Jesus taught us, don't have fear. So I don't live in fear. So I just step back and I'm like, all right, this isn't my issue. This is your issue. I pray for you. I'm sorry. Plain and simple.
I have another question, but I'll be right back because my burner's boiling over. Hang on.
Don't get out! She's leaving. But yeah. I don't know. She's like, wait a second, I'll be right back. My burner. No. Hopefully not.
I disappear a lot in these shows.
Yeah, that's true. He's like, here, wait, something's happening. All right. So what was your question?
Yeah, my question to you, Dustin, is that so have you had anyone, because you don't wear a mask in most cases or in all cases, is that right? Which
I'll wear it when I'm with my girlfriend or if I'm with my parents, but let's say like my parents are with me but I'm not around them. I don't wear it because I don't want to draw like anybody else to get hurt if something would pop off.
Okay, so when you don't wear a mask, have you been ridiculed or talked to or said like, did somebody say something under their breath?
Yeah, I actually been stalked in down in Phoenixville. Me and my girlfriend. We were in her local Giant. And I don't wear my mask over my nose because it fogs up my glasses then I can't see. And this guy walked up to me and basically, hey, sir, can you put your mask over your nose? I said, no, I'm not going to do it. And the guy kept on following me, calling me names, and basically I'm a harsh person and you're just going to spread the virus. And I'm like, dude, just shut up and get away from me. Like
treating people like they're diseased, like, and I hate to say it, and I hate the comparison, but treating us like we're lizards, like back in Jesus' day, like we're all diseased.
So let me ask you a question. So the reason I asked that, Dustin, is I wanted to find out, what did that do to your anxiety and depression in that moment?
Well, I had my girlfriend with me. I was worried something was going to pop off. At that time, I still had my gun license and my gun. But I was afraid something was going to pop off. I thought the guy was going to get physical. He kept on following us around the store. I think he took a couple pictures, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, and then
the camera.
Yeah.
Let me smile. Let me pose.
I basically just kept on walking, and then when we left, we didn't see him anymore. So,
okay. But I mean, how did that make you feel? Like, where were you? Because when we talk about anxiety and depression, some people it gives them more anxiety.
My anxiety was through the roof.
Okay, figured. I thought so.
I was playing with I think my phone in my pocket, and I was thinking, I was like, oh my gosh, what happens if this guy gets physical to try to go like after my girlfriend or me? Like, I'm gonna have to step in and like try to defend her, like, because like she's my everything. And but it made my depression, my anxiety go up a lot because I used to live with somebody that used to fight or try to pick fights, and so that's my depression was up a lot.
Wow. So once again, we're all concerned about a virus, but not thinking about what other people are going through. Whoops, he just dropped us. Upside down.
Can I say one more thing? But since the whole pandemic, I have a really strong support system. I have my parents. I still live at home. I take care of mom. She's fighting cancer. She has leukemia. The saddest thing is about my mom. The doctors told her do not wear a mask when she goes out. But when we try to enter a store, they harass her. And she got sick of it, and she just started wearing mask.
After a doctor told her not to because of cruelty from other humans.
Yep.
So, Dustin, has she been able to go to all of her treatments since the beginning? I know this is more about mental health, but just curious.
It's actually been in the early stages for the past 4 years.
Okay, so those treatments continue.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So it's the ones that are brand new that need help. Those are the ones I've been hearing from people directly that they're having a hard time either getting into doctors or getting the proper treatment because of this virus. But I also been hearing the people that have suffered with it for a while that have been going to treatments are the ones that are actually being seen. So I figured I would ask that question.
No, but so I have a great support system. Parents, I have some friends. I have some church family. If I need to reach out to them, a really great, strong support team there. I have.
You got more.
You have us.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And then I have my other half. We've been together for 1 month as of Monday, and then I got my peer support that I used to see, but we talk over the phone, but I don't get to see him face to face. And then the biggest support I have is the nonprofit biker club I belong to. It's Pennsylvania Bikers for Justice.
Okay. I thought that you told me about that on the phone.
We do a lot of child abuse cases. We'll go in the courtroom with kids that get abused to make them feel comfortable, make them feel calm, and so they can go up against their abuser. We'll show up at people's houses like their kids getting bullied and talk to them and make them feel like, hey man, you got a strong team behind you. And then we basically do any injustice.
Okay. I love that.
We cover the whole Pennsylvania. There's different chapters. It's just amazing what we do, and I have a great support team behind me. I'm actually one of the city captains for Pottstown, Limerick, Rochefort, and Phoenixville.
Okay.
So
that's awesome. That's amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. That's seriously, you're somebody's hero. So that's amazing. That's awesome. And like I said, and I just wish, I thank God you have other supports, and you have us, and you have all of our viewers who are here. If you ever need to reach out, we're always here to lend a listening ear or helping hand. So don't ever be afraid to reach out. Like I said, I just am so glad we were able to shine a spotlight on this sector of what is going on, and not just COVID-19, but also to make people aware of what it is doing to individuals. And being able to share your story with everybody and how much it's affected you ever since this all started back in March. So thank you so much for sharing your story and what you've been going through and what you've had to endure. I can't even imagine. You've been very, very strong without the government. So that's in and of itself to help. So
thank you so much, Justin, for reaching out on Friday. Thank you for having the courage to stand up and to speak and to talk and to speak out to people, because people need to hear it.
Yes, they do.
And it's not that I'm saying, I know people that have lost loved ones due to COVID. Again, I have a really hard time believing that it was just COVID, because the reality is that people die of underlying health issues. People have died of the flu, but again, did they really die of just the flu, or did they have an underlying health issue or several underlying health issues? And so, because if you are healthy and your immune system is strong and you are taking care of yourself, you are truly eating correctly, you are truly taking all of your vitamins to boost your immune system and everything that you need to do for your health, those things, and this is my opinion, can't just kill you alone. Okay. Think about it, you guys. There's like other underlying health issues that go into play. You know what I'm saying? And the reality is that we need to all keep in mind, we said this before, and I'm going to say it again. We are all out here fearmonger. All these politicians are, playing with our minds, right? Which we don't allow it. I knew it wasn't about a virus in the beginning. I wasn't scared of it. I don't care. I know I'm okay. And I know that whatever it is that God wants me to pass away from when my time comes is what he designed. Okay. So, I'm not worried. I'm not scared. And the reality is this, is that, if you're walking around scared of a virus in a mask, how's that living your life? When in the reality is that God called us to live life to the fullest. God has called us to live life for a purpose, on purpose, okay, for his purpose and for his glory. And walking around in masks are not doing that. Okay, we are also walking around in fear. I'm sorry, if you're walking around with a mask on, you have fear of something. Okay. You have fear of something, whether you have fear of a virus, fear of what other people say about you, just not you fear of confrontation, whatever it is. But and I know, Dustin, you kind of are back and forth. I really encourage you just as, to just walk free, regardless. And you can do this. You have pushed through this far. And I absolutely just want to give a shout out to you, Dustin, because mental health is a thing. It's a big deal. And I am really proud of you for standing up and stepping out, sharing your story, and for not allowing the enemy to take you down even further, but that you're fighting regardless. So I just want to say that I'm super proud of you for that. And if you need a friend, we are here. We are here for anyone that is suffering mentally. Okay. But you're awesome. And I just wanted to tell you that you are awesome for doing that. And we need more people to wake up. And I've been told several times about, well, you don't have compassion, or don't you have compassion? And I do. And actually, that's my problem. I think I have too much compassion for everyone. Okay. Like, the thing that irritates me is that there's so many things that other people are going through health wise that aren't getting taken care of, or that are getting neglected. And that disheartens, that's sickening to me. And I'm tired of it. We are losing more lives other than COVID. And why don't you know that? Because the media won't cover it. Because the media is so far left and communist that they won't cover everything. They won't cover it. So you're not going to know unless you do your own research, or unless you know people that know people, and you talk to people and you start to hear it and you start to understand what's going on. I have lost people to suicide in my life. I have almost lost people of attempted suicide in my life. I have people in my family that suffer with anxiety and depression. It's real.
No.
And I don't know about you, but until you lose someone to that because of this, you don't know.
No, you don't. And it's time to wake up, guys. There's, like we were saying, sorry, you were getting me emotional with that too, but until you guys start to wake up and see, like him, and you being a fighter and just persevering, Dustin, I mean, that's amazing. But with mental health, guys, it's a real issue, and it's skyrocketing, even in kids. And when it's happening with kids, and I see the articles that mental health is skyrocketing against them, and the schools are failing them, and as a former educator, it kills me seeing those stories and kids who are killing themselves over Zoom because they just can't take it anymore. And I see the effect of my daughter. Guys, mental health is huge. And I'm telling you, and I hate to say it, but maybe I don't, but it is so much bigger of an aspect than what the virus will ever be or ever become. We've got to start paying attention to mental health and mental awareness. It is huge. It's not just affecting us, our age, it's affecting kids.
It is affecting kids.
Handle this.
It's funny that you bring that up. Not funny. It's interesting that you bring that up, Rachel, because the last couple of days I've been having these flashbacks to when I was in school. And I mean, hanging around with my friends and laughing and, and joking around and being in class. And, I had all of these flashbacks. And our kids.
Telling you, it's just
they don't get to experience that.
Nope.
And for those of you who mask your kids in school and you think that's okay, it's not okay. They still don't get to socially interact with freedom. Okay, they're not even getting what they need either. I'm seeing it in my kids. They're depressed. Mm-hmm. I don't know how depressed. I'm hoping and praying that they would come to me. But I'm telling you,
there's a lot they hide.
That hurts my heart. Because I even remember, last year I've been dropping my kids off at school and, they get out of my car and they go with their friends and they they walk up with them. They socially interact. They're right next to each other, right? Mm-hmm. Sorry.
You're okay. You're fine.
And they laugh and you can see them having a great time and they're being kids and they have that physical touch too. They like to hug. They like to jump on each other. They like to, you know what I'm saying? We're taking those things away from our kids. Mm-hmm. And it's time to stop that because that is going to lead to more mental health issues in the future, not just now. Oh, sorry guys. I just
you're fine. We all get it. I mean, this is the show for that. Trust us, we get it. And I mean, like I said, there needs to be a spotlight that is shown specifically on this and what it's doing. I know you find news stories here and there and you hear little blips about it, but it really needs to have a strict concentration on to get these people help, to get the mental health services open, to get the counseling services open. It needs to happen. It needs to happen now. Legislation needs to do something to help these guys.
Absolutely. All of them, everybody needs to open. In fact, the whole economy needs to just open and be done. You want to talk about the mask. Well, this all goes down to if masks work, then what's the problem? And I know what the problem is that they don't work. And the majority of positive cases that are going up are people that have worn a mask.
Exactly.
So you're spreading more germs that way. And that's science. You want to really research your science, go do your own personal research on the science because there's no science that they work.
And these people who are getting mad if you have to cough or sneeze and I've seen people, and I've heard it, you take it off and you go, achoo, or you cough, and then people get mad that you aren't coughing or sneezing into your mask. How dare you? You're spreading it. Dude, if you sneeze or cough into your mask and you wear that, oh, that's so gross.
So disgusting. So
you
disgusting.
Have spit on your face. You have spit on your face. Gross. Like, come on, common sense. That's science. That's how you're getting sick. If you sneeze, or cough, or talk, all those spit droplets have nowhere to go but inside your mask, and they're laying on your face. So how do you think?
And then you're breathing that in.
Gross. Science.
All right. Anyway, Dustin, do you have any last words before we end the show? We're gonna end the show in here. It's already an hour. Here we are again.
I just want to tell everybody, just keep on fighting. Push forward. Don't go back. We've gotten this far. We can get farther than this. If you suffer from depression and anxiety, try to think positive. Don't think negative. look for the future. Don't look back. And another thing I want to say is I can't wait till 2022 when Doug's in office.
Yeah.
I love him. He's one of my biggest like rock supporters. I've called his office plenty of times to let him know what's going on down here at the mental wellness center we got here for us clients, because it's not right because we can't go in.
Yeah.
So
Doug is amazing.
yes. I cannot wait till I meet him in person. I was just up in Harrisburg 2 weeks ago for a bike part swap meet.
Okay.
And Pennsylvania Bikers for Justice, we went up and we set up a booth and some information, and we were going to go over to the Capitol, but we did not know if anybody was going to be there. It was actually on a Saturday.
Okay.
So
Doug is truly amazing.
Governor Mastriano doesn't have that good ring to it.
Yes.
Governor
Mastriano. Pennsylvania superhero.
You know, we hate to like push time along, but come on already.
yeah.
There we go. Yes. We all know we're supporters of Doug, so you don't even have to question us.
Yo, I love Doug.
Yes.
He's a patriot. He's a real patriot. He's fighting forward. He's not fighting the backwards. And he is fighting for us. He's not fighting for himself. No. That's what I love about Doug. And Tom Wolf, he's just fighting for himself and making himself look stupid.
Doug's amazing. We will
support Wolfie boy. You guys have issues. That's all I have to say.
Wolfie boy.
I want to get a mental check. There's something wrong with you. If you can't see, it's tyranny. Tyranny all day, every day. That's exactly what it is. And we're supposed to resist tyranny and fight against it. So
absolutely.
That's that. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, Dustin, for being here again today. I appreciate it. If you need anything, of course, you can reach out. And
you're here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you so much again. Appreciate it. And we'll see you very soon.
Yes, we will.
Bye-bye.
Take care, Dustin. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Chickadee. That was awesome.
Oh, I loved him.
That was awesome. You know, it's mind-blowing to think that we still are able to, you know, we can still help people.
Yes.
Through the show and through what we do. And we do this show for so many reasons, you guys. So many reasons. And one of the things that I love is when people reach out to us to be our guest, especially to share their story and to spread truth. You know, you don't just hear from us, right? You hear from other people that have had experiences, that have been witnesses to things. You know, this isn't just talking out our mouths. You know what I mean? It just, you know, we're all about facts and truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I will tell you, if you guys really pray for wisdom and discernment, God will give it to you, but you need to pray for it. You need to believe that he will give it to you, and you will find, I'm telling you, I had it from day one. I knew it in my spirit. Rachel knows this. I've been 99.9% on point with everything since March. It's actually scary in a way, you know what I mean? When you're like, holy cow, how do I know all this? And I believe that God prepares you. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that, you know, that doesn't come from me. That comes from God himself. And if you ask for it, every single one of you will be able to gain it and to get it, because it's a gift from God himself. And, you know, I am telling you, it's time that we stand up, step up, For those of you who are still not sure on the other side and you're walking in fear, we will pray for you, because that's just not what we're supposed to do.
Never
mental health is important all day, every day. And I mean, like I said earlier, I've lost several family members and friends to suicide. You know, and it's real.
It is. And just we want to make it clear, we're not discounting how serious COVID-19 can be and how serious it can be for some people. But we're trying to shed light, and what we're trying to acknowledge and what we're trying to get you guys to see is that there are so many more things out there that are happening and occurring because of what the government is trying to do. Right. What is it doing to people? And see how we are with each other, guys. I mean, us together as patriots, I mean, we're all like-minded, so we all have humanity. But it seems like when you come up with opposition, it's a totally different story. It's like, where did your compassion go? Where did your humanity go? It's not that we're trying to be cruel or mean or uncaring or unkind. No, not at all, guys. We care about so many different things and so many different people that and it's not just about one aspect, it's about all aspects. And heart breaks for everyone, not just for one aspect. It breaks for everyone. So just start to see that there's more things that are going out there than what the media is telling you to care about and what the media is showing you to care about. So,
amen.
Because I mean, it was funny. I think it was like one of the memes I think we both saw on Facebook. So these people who are telling us to show compassion by wearing the mask, yet these are the same ones who are hoarding all the toilet paper in their carts. So, okay, what about all those supplies for the old people or the older generation and the grandmas? So, what? Like, show compassion wearing masks, but we're going to take all your supplies so you have none. I mean, it's very true.
Whatever. All right. All right, you guys, it's time to end the show. We are an hour and almost 8 minutes in. You guys, I'm Angela Marie, transformation coach, founder of findyourpurposeandshine.com, and founder of this amazing morning show, Angela Marie in the Morning, with my beautiful co-host, Rachel Vermeulen. And guess what, you guys? We're going to be live tomorrow night at Westy's Bar and Grill in Hamburg, Pennsylvania. Please join us. Do I say 8 again? Yes. Why do I do the 8 o'clock thing? 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock will be over by 8. So if you show up at 8 o'clock, it'll be over. All right. 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Well, obviously Eastern. But for those of you who are watching stream, it is Eastern time. Yes. If you're in Pennsylvania, if you're in the area within an hour, please come out and join us for the morning show. We would love to see you guys live and in person. Oh, and we hug. So if you guys would hug.
We're huggers. Yeah, so come be part of the fun tomorrow, guys. Come out.
Olaf on Frozen. We give warm hugs.
Warm hugs. Like Olaf. I like warm hugs.
I like warm hugs. All right.
Yes, come out and join us, guys. It'll be fun. Come on out
and join us Westy's tomorrow night. Westy's Bar and Grill in Hamburg, Pennsylvania. We will post it again as a reminder on our pages so that you guys can get the address either way. Type it in Google. It'll come up for you. Other than that, you guys have an incredible, amazing rest of your day. And we will see you guys tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes, you said it. Yeah. So
we'll come out live and you'll see us in person if you guys come out. All right.
Fun. Come join the party. Come support a really good restaurant, guys. Westy's is amazing. The owners are amazing. Come out and just have an amazing time walking in freedom, guys. John 8:36. If the sun sets you free,
you are free indeed.
Have a great day, guys. Freedom, guys. Have a great day. We love you.
Bye. Love you.
God bless. Bye, guys. Bye, Angie.